That we're supposed to design a sustainable meal. Important part of that is first of all defining what does sustainability mean to you, me, my group mates, sustainable for whom, and based on which circumstances. What are the different aspects of sustainability? You know, there's definitely also, I think, an economic aspect to it. Is it sustainable if you design a meal nobody can afford? There's the ecological aspect, of course, there's a social aspect. So kind of thinking along these different parameters.
I had a presentation about a sustainable meal. We chose a specific region in Brazil so we could also take into account certain cultural factors and certain cultural preferences as well. And I think that's how my own background in Middle Eastern studies really helps with looking at what cultural preferences are and how you can take that into account when making a meal or when making policy. I think that sustainability is an important part of my studies because, especially in the Middle East, with climate change going on, there's a lot of water drought and there's a lot of issues that people are dealing with because of climate change and because of other global factors that can only be dealt with when dealing with it in a sustainable way.
Oh, it's been really fun. I mean, one of the best parts for me is definitely the different universities that you kind of get to travel around. You can feel that the Delft Uni, I think, has a very different character than the Erasmus University, for example, or even here.
They've been exciting. It's a lot of different material, so it's not something I'm familiar with, but I think being able to study that from such a multidisciplinary perspective is very interesting. Normally I only talk to students who also study at the Faculty of Humanities. Now it also allows me to talk to people who study physics or something more geographical, and they maybe struggle more with something that comes really easily to me, and I struggle more with something that comes more easily to them.
I think it's very important to ingrain sustainability very early on in all kinds of education, because it's really becoming a fundamental necessity to know. It doesn't matter if you're a lawyer or if you're an architect or if you're a social scientist, the sustainability is always a baseline. I think you have to, and I think that you have to highlight all the good things and all the things that have happened, and you have to think not just forward, but you also have to look back at what we have achieved as a society. It's important that this cohort of students become stewards of the planet, because they're the ones who are gonna spend much more time on it than I will. We need to act now on our sustainability challenges. It is something they should always bring with them when they tackle a problem in their future careers, but also that there's a lot of inefficiencies that can be solved. And I think the transition can be done much faster if we're just smart about how we communicate it and how we motivate people to change their behaviors.